doing interviews disrespecting me, man. Didn't you try that shit before? Didn't I go to your block? Didn't I catch your ass backstage at Powerhouse? It was just me and my wife. You was with 50 niggas. Didn't I call all y'all niggas ducks and bitch ass niggas, and not one of y'all attempted to lift a finger?
1,
huh?
2,
the whole city know this.
4,
Cosmic Care was a witness.
6,
50 Cent was right there watching.
Really? You had to put that up there 7 times, William Davis?
Let me tell you something, man.
Really?
Just because I'm out here and I'm being a leader in the community and I'm being a positive role model for the kids, don't disrespect me, man. Don't make me update my work on you, boy. Because you know I catch your ass and I check your temperature. And I'll take that motherfucker from 100 down to room temperature real fast, man. If you ain't got nothing to say positive about me, man, don't mention me at all, man. And if you do mention me, nigga, fix your energy, nigga. Because if me and you was face to face, you know goddamn well you wouldn't have that energy, boy. Stop playing with me, man. Don't make me update my work on you, man.
He didn't call them Little Gilly. He called the other people that follow suit Little Gillies. Little Gillies. He didn't call Gilly Little Gilly. He called people who were following the trend of what Gilly is saying, Little Gillies.
I guess
replicants.
The brother still in denial.
That's what he was saying.
He just don't want to accept his loss.
Y'all be taking everything out of content.
What's crazy, he got a lot of these dumb fans.
And the people was going to
boosting his head up, making him really think he won. Fam, he lost. Simple as that. That's why you in your feelings. That's why you hurt. That's why you butt hurt over this situation.
Did not disrespect
he lost, and everybody know it. Philly know it.
That was asked.
Everybody know it, man. You even know it. Let's just keep it real, man. If Cassidy was not himself,
look,
it was watching.
Truth, I've been trying to tell you, like you
Cassidy versus Good. He wasn't Cassidy.
Some kind of clarity.
Cassidy
you gotta give some kind of clarity, bro. You know what? I don't even want to play that. You got to give some kind of clarity, fam. Like, you put in a lot of work. You know, I can't tell you how to think. But you got to have some subjectivity to the whole one side, this side. You know, it's two sides to a coin. But, true, you being biased to Cassidy did not get smoked in that battle. Do a bar for bar breakdown of the battle. And they got him out there, but they don't like that. So, battle truth, I want to know, for real, did or did not Cassidy come through? I mean, you got bloggers out here that's boosted up. Like, the blogger rate for battle rappers increased exponentially. Then you have people who are bar breaking down. Now, that's a part of the culture now. Okay, well, let me read the bars. Okay, all right, great. Now we got readers, right? Reading is fundamental, you know, so it's fun to the mental. So it's fundamental to read, all right? So you got people doing that, and then you got Smack coming out with a URL app. I'm curious, what's the primary battle that's going to be featured? Is it going to be the whole resolution? Did they say the whole resolution? I don't think they said the whole resolution. I think they said, I'm going to go ahead and add the clip. I believe they said Cassidy versus Goods is going to be one of the first battles that is being released. Why? Because it still has its swing in full effect, knocking it out the park. People are still communicating about it. Tay-Rock acting like, I don't know, they still talking about that? For real, bro? Like, I know you on YouTube. Like, that sounds crazy. Then you got Gilly, who never once, I got Cassidy, bro. I got Cassidy. Before the thing, everything, I got Cassidy. So where's the videos with you with Cassidy? I mean, you on there with Goods, but you saying you bigging up Cassidy, but Goods is looking like best buddies. Whatever you do, I do. Best buddies. I mean, that's what it seems like to me. I mean, before and after, you know, you say you talked to Cass, but we didn't see that. You didn't put that out there. You ain't sort of love, like, so I'm showing love to Cassidy. Me and Cassidy vibing out. You didn't do all that. You talk good, like, yeah, I got Cassidy, bro. But you laughing and giggling on multiple videos with Goods. So it's like frenemies. Tay Rock then turned his back, frenemy. Goods is on the phone with Gilly. Gilly turned like, hey, you know, I got my boy Cassidy, frenemies. So all they doing is now, they know that if Cassidy stay in the battle world, for real, if I cause this type of influence over the population, if he battle Shotgun Suge or, you know, anybody else, they gonna say, oh, let's not forget about the way that Gilly done checked you, how he wrecked you. This what respect do. Man, look, all they doing is trying to create ammunition. But if you go back to the past, you know, Gilly not trying to battle rap. He not. He trying to cause another type of stigma and trying to throw dirt and trying to, like they say, pull a card. Like, he pulling Cassidy cards like they trying to play. And when the cards is getting dealt, like, how is it supposed to turn out? Is it supposed to be just a YouTube type thing or online social media type thing? Is it supposed to get physical? Is it supposed to tarnish Cassidy's reputation? Is it supposed to give Gilly a boost off of Cassidy reputation? Like, okay, yo, he stole his soul with what he said. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is the initiation of content that is coming from all the haters of Cassidy? I mean, if you don't like him, cool. I understand. You all have your right to feel the way you want to feel. But at the end of the day, to create and stir the pot, it's not always a good thing.
Goods, calling them all out of his name and going and doing interviews, talking about Goods, dropping a song, 5,002-0, just doing everything that you can to discredit Goods after the battle was already over. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to do this, what are you going to do with Gilly the Kid? Now, Goods sees all of this and he goes ahead and he puts out a tweet just being petty. You know what I'm saying? Goods goes ahead and he says, I wonder if at Cassidy Larceny will ever respond to Gilly. Emoji face, 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 emoji. You know what I'm saying? He takes this as an opportunity to kind of dig the knife in a little bit deeper, being that, you know, most people in the battle rap community have Goods winning this battle. Now, when you look at it, you know, for face value, Goods won the battle, you know what I'm saying, 3-0. But when you actually sit down and you look and you listen to what's being said, you know what I'm saying, a bar for bar breakdown, Cassidy ends up winning this thing 2-1, if not 3-0. But in the modern battle rap era, crowd control plays a huge part in battle rap, and a lot of people go off of what they're seeing and face value and not really doing a bar for bar breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's not really how this shit works. If you lose the shit on stage and it's kind of obvious that you lost on stage, you know what I mean? It's kind of just what it is. Like, you lost, you know what I mean? There's no going back like, hey, there's a bar for bar breakdown. It's got this person wins. A lot of people just do that just to, you know, just to have fun with the.
And now I got to add into this. Okay, so you telling me that we using the crowds, prejudice or not, to evaluate who actually won the battle. Forget the viewers at home. Forget the fact that the people who buy the pay-per-view is supposed to be able to enjoy and dictate to themselves, hey, I can hear every bar, I can hear every line, I can make my own rational decision. If you have a biased crowd, and you're supposed to go in there and have crowd control over the crowd, and Smack doesn't have crowd control over the crowd in his event, and you got the people in the front closest to the mics to amplify the boos to start the transitioning, how is it supposed to be? Like, when I seen it, I was like, yo, they wildin'. I didn't see him losing, even though it came through pay-per-view. And then you got a bunch of people who went back and watched the pay-per-view and said, yo, boy won. You saying in the building, that doesn't even count, bro. Because you can't even hear. Like, if you next to a bunch of rappers, if you, Piper, was up front with all the battle rappers, who saying that you want booing too, right? But at the end of the day, if you wasn't booing and you right next to him, and all you hear is screaming out, boo, how you supposed to even hear the bars? How are you even giving a fair judgment? Because you don't even have any validation of anything that was said. So that's crazy to me. And I don't even want to continue playing this video either because it's biasness, right? So Goods, Gilly Buddy came up there and tried to boost it again. Emoji face, emoji face, emoji face, emoji face. Come on, bro. Like I'm saying before, the stigma. So what this is supposed to turn into, though? I mean, really, what y'all want? Like, how y'all want it to be? Y'all wanted to run in the streets till the streets turn red? I mean, what you want? Or y'all gonna be grown-ups? I mean, Gilly about to be 50 years old. He ain't got time for none of that. He ain't got time for none of that. Gilly ain't got nothing to do with what's going on unless he's just trying to big up his brother, Goods. His New York brother. He ain't bigging up his Philly brother. He bigging up his New York brother. His baby brother. And he's hoping to ride Goods' coattails. Goods can get to another location. Let's say, Wilding Out. Goods might be like, yeah, that's what's up, bro. Maybe I can get up there with you one day. He's just going to try to ride it with the culture vultures. That's just building their brand around Cassidy. And you can say, well, you building your brand around... No, it's not that I'm building my brand around Cassidy. My channel is called Enlightened Illumination, right? Some light bulbs got to go on. It has to illuminate the room, right? But you still got to be smart, meaning you got to be enlightened. You got to have wisdom. Being smart is not enlightened. Having wisdom is. And you got to be wise, right? And you can say, well, this is not a wise thing to do what you're doing. It's all subjective to each individual, right? The same way that you say Goods 3-0 Cassidy and the way that somebody would say Cassidy 3-0 Goods, right? But when you break down the scenarios, when you get to the intricacies, that's when the enlightenment comes in. That's when the wisdom comes in. When you come from an unbiased position and you react to it unbiasedly, subjectively, and you say, without a doubt, you can see the setup. If you go back and look at Smack's face, he's a frenemy. He's going to be on the next frenemy. He's not a friend of Cassidy. He's a frenemy of Cassidy. When Cassidy starts spitting, boy was looking at him crazy. When the crowd went crazy, Smack ain't even go crazy. He was just looking at Cass crazy. Before he even started. When Goods took off his jacket, Smack lit up. Nothing even happened yet. When Goods grabbed the mic, Smack lit up. He ain't even start rapping yet. So the biasness was real, right? And you know what? They don't want Thanos. They want Cassidy to turn into John Wick, like I'm saying, right? Because everybody is coming at them. Like everybody, like the civilians is not a part of it, but the people that's supposed to be in the field is coming at him. Like, what, he's supposed to turn to John Wick? He's supposed to just start eliminating people? Like what? Like how that's supposed to go? Now, is it going to stay in the social media? Is it going to stay in the music? Is it going to stay, relative to industry? Or is it going to bleed over into the streets? Is it going to bleed over into real life? Is it going to bleed over into a situation? Let me just say this. Me personally, I would never go with my wife anywhere to handle beef. That's just me personally. And if you walk up to 50 dudes beefing and you got your wife next to you, to me, I don't give you any, like, I'm not going to do nothing in front of your wife, bro. I got respect for her even if I don't have respect for you type situation. Because what does it look like if 50 people beat up a man and a woman? How does that look? Because then if that took place, then now Cassidy on some, or whoever, it don't even got to be Cassidy, it could be anybody. They was on some sucker stuff. Like, that's sucker move. You beating up women too. I mean, I know you had a beef with the dude, but you beat up the women too. Because, women to jump in, I got my man back, and this, that, and third, stuff happens. Like, you can't pull, that's not a card to pull. I wouldn't even bring something up like that. That was a blessing. That was a grace of God type situation. Everybody can say, look, it could be any way. Look, anybody can be gotten on any given day. So they got Julius Caesar. I mean, they got JF Kennedy. I mean, they got a bunch of people. So nobody's really in life untouchable. You might think you are. You might feel, hey, I'm untouchable. Great. But it's not facts. It's not factual. We are man and woman. We are of blood and bone, from dust and water, minerals. So anything we are subject to the life. Like, you ain't untouchable to time. I mean, people was getting everything just twisted, like out of proportion. They don't see the biasness. They don't see the collaborations. You know, this was already in the works right here. Because they like, all right, so next time we have it, we're going to have no subjectivity. Let's put this on Front Street. And then if it runs into the street, who's supposed to go to jail? So now is Cassidy a sucker for stepping up, then going to jail, getting locked up? Or Gilly doing this, and then that situation turns whatever. So what about the community then? You doing this for the community? Is this going to big up your community? Is this going to be a tribute that you want to add to your community? Is this what you want to be renowned for in your community, that you're trying to inspire politically correct things for young men to grow up to be grown men and have a mentality to take care of business in a mindful manner? Or is this just to be a hot boy and get popped in the street, get locked up, run your mouth like a female? Or to be a grown man and just handle your business and keep your mouth shut unless it's needed to be spoken about? It's just too many things that's going on. And is this a need to be spoken about? I believe so. Because in the beef between Gilly and Beanie Siegel, Beanie got angry. They got the fighting. Beanie beat up Gilly, and other people died. It was like 4 or 5 people who died because of the whole situation. Is this what, we got to lead it to? Like, do people have to start dying? Is that going to be the new trend? Oh, what you call it, got killed by so-and-so. Now it's trending. Who you going to kill? What you going to kill? For real, for real. Like, what is it that you all want? What is it that you want? Because really, I didn't feel like Gilly was disrespected in any way, shape, or form. Even Piper was saying, oh, they set up Cassidy for a fall by asking a question about Gilly because they was trying to instigate this. It's 50. But this is a whole different type of situation, though, right? Because now it's like, okay, I'm going to pull your car so the next person that you battle can bring this all up. Oh, you didn't do nothing when Gilly was with his wife. It was 50 of y'all a bunch of chumps, y'all a bunch of punks. And then he done punked you again. He done called you out. Now you got to come back and retaliate. You got to say something that's going to stimulate the minds of the people who wants this aggression to be released to the public and the streets get boiled to blood, because that's what they want. They wanted to go there. And then if it goes there, then you have a whole bunch of people saying, well, so-and-so was childish, or so-and-so was childish, and they didn't have to get to this way. And how did we get here? And they got there because people boosted it, knowing where it can actually lead to. So, in that nature, if Cassidy doesn't have anybody that he really can trust in that field, he got to turn John Wick. Because anybody and everybody that's in that field that's backing up what is going on could be a possible person that, I got jumped my whole life. I ain't really never had a one-on-one fight in my life. So, these people trying to jump on. Socially, entertainmentally, and now it's bleeding over to physically. Like old boy said, you know what, dog? Want a good way to do it for real? If you want to be politically correct, if you really want to squash this beef, hop in the ring. Put some gloves on. Be a man. You talking this? Okay. Whatever. You said this, then, third. Okay. Whatever. Let's put the hands inside the gloves and we can do this like grown men. Because ain't nobody got to lose their life over this foolishness. Because that's where it's headed to. That's where it's headed to. Because if you're going to say that nobody lost their life last time when Beanie Siegel and Gilly was beefing, then you're sadly mistaken, because it happened. And it doesn't need to happen again in 2019 leading into 2020. And then, is that going to make the URL app sell faster? Is that going to make people buy into the app if it turns into a bloodbath? Is it going to make the battle rap culture look good in the public eye? Is it going to help it grow, or is it going to put another stigma on it, saying this is why we don't really support battle rap, because it leads to other situations? Y'all stay tuned. I got a lot of interviews that's coming up. I got a lot of content that is going to be dropping. I just want y'all to be enlightened before you illuminate. Because if you illuminate the bad stuff, all you're going to get is bad light. Look, let your light shine, man. Illuminating is one thing. To be enlightened is another. Stay tuned. More to come.